Welcome to the Attachment Healing Center training on forms. The first form we're going to look at is the progress note. In the progress note on this first line, you want your name and level of licensure. And on the second note line, next to where it says progress note, that's where the client's name goes, their date of birth, and the date of the session. If you had two sessions with that client, a family session and an individual session, you're going to have two notes with the same date. We use a DAP format. DAP stands for Data, Analysis, and Plan. In the data, you're going to put what happened in the session, the storyline, the context of the session, and any observations that were made. In the A, you're going to analyze any emotions, what you observe that makes you think there were certain emotions if the client didn't expressly say, I'm sad, I'm scared. If you saw them cry, if you saw them scream, you're going to talk about that. In the P, that's the plan. So what is the next session? When is the next session planned for? What homework did you assign? In P, you do not want to talk about the ideas that you have for the next session. We write our notes with the thought in mind that they could be subpoenaed, that we would have to go to court to advocate for our clients. If you put in the P a plan that you have for this family and you show up that next week at that next session, and in fact things have taken a totally different direction, you will be dinged on not doing what it is you said you would do in the P. So don't put any ideas. Homework and when the next session is. And if you want to comment on any progress that's being made, you could do that in the P as well. The entire progress note must tie into the treatment goal plan. Whatever your treatment goal is, that's what should be focused on in your D, so that your progress notes support the treatment goal plan. At the end, you sign your name, your level of licensure should go there as well, even though I don't have mine here, and the date of the session. All of these forms, all the forms that we will talk about today, and this is the only one we're talking about right now, are on SharePoint. Here is a completed example. Michael, that's just the male version of me, so this is not a real client. And this gives you an example of what is discussed in the data. We are focusing on Michael learning to let his mom take care of him, and we're also looking at letting his teachers at daycare take care of him. So that's what the D discusses. In the A, we talk about how we see Michael begin to regulate his affect, emotionally regulate. We talk about him settling into allowing his mom. And then we have homework, when the next session is, and we talk about the progress. Should you forget anything that I'm saying, we also have the guidelines in SharePoint. Talks about when, talks about the DAP, and there's a little blurb here also about the treatment plan. Because the progress note directly supports the treatment plan, we've put a little blurb here about the treatment plan. And should you have any difficulty, feel free to see your supervisor, see Jane, or see me. Good luck.